Rack number 3 coming up. So thus far, parehas magandang tinitira ng mga players natin dito. And earlier, we had the opportunity to interview Mr. Villafuerte, Cocoy, and I asked him what would be his edge against Vann Corteza, because truth to be told, Vann Corteza is pretty good in almost every aspect of the game of pool or billiards dito, lalo na sa diskarte at pamamaraan. So, what could be the advantage here of Cocoy? So, he answered back and said definitely it would be his break. So, malakas talaga ang sargo ni Mr. Cocoy Villafuerte. So that being said, nagkasabay lang, no? Coincidentally, Vann Corteza miscalculating the safety shot he was going for. Got a scratch. So malalaman natin ngayon, no? For Oliver Villafuerte, his chances are getting bigger, but malayo pa to. Race to 11. Shouldn't be too much right now para sa mga players committing those mistakes. Unless of course biglang rumatsyada itong si Villafuerte, medyo yun mapaparusahan si Vann. Pero sa ngayon, it's too early to tell. So we will know as we go on. Well, easily, Cocoy Villafuerte has made the last 6 balls. Oh, so he has overcut at 7. Perhaps a little too quick on shooting that. Mahirap din sabihin, no? This is a really good player, Cocoy Villafuerte, and of course, he's gonna surrender this layout to Vann. Well, that's going to be a bit soft. Nilaban na Vann Corteza. Well, nag-a-adjust pa talaga, no? I mean, you would expect them to play really good maybe later, pero sa ngayon syempre, no, the feel of the table is something that they would have to figure out as they get more shots. Bank shot coming up for Mr. Villafuerte. Pretty short. He's called a back shot. Oh, so ayun na nga, no? Effectively increasing the size of the pocket was that 9 ball. So it took me a while figuring out what Vann Corteza was actually going for. Obviously with that, he repositions the 9. And for Villafuerte, kaya nang pahulugin tong 8 na to. But the thing is, he's gonna have that cue ball travel. Get shape for the 9. Baka sa likod na yan, no? Unless kaya niyang patayin. Ay, hindi, ayan, sa likod na nga. Probably take that 9 to the side. And of course, those side pockets, alam niyo naman, pag side, singkit yan, no? Maliliit na butas. So unlike the corner pockets, okay, tinawag na niya yung corner. Because he's planning to play a two-way shot. Just in case he pockets the 9, he's gonna use the 10 as a blocker there. Tama naman, no? Natututo rin ako. Napaghahalatang amateur lang talaga ako. So, kidding aside, galing sa likod din ng kick shot dito ni Vann Corteza. He's gonna call the 9 to the side. Okay. Did he get cover? Looks like he did. Very good. Kita lang, no? Pero hindi benta. So, amazing recognition of that pattern. Tamang-tama ang diskarte. Great safety. Vann, well, if he jumps over balls, pwede siguro yun. Pero many a time napapanood ko tong si Mr. Vann Corteza, no, sa sa may Sharks, and I was about to say that, but with that, misjudged the angle, the tangent line, kung saan pumunta yung pamato doon, no? So too bad for Vann, and this is gonna be easy win para kay Oliver Villafuerte. Anyway, it's not yet too late. It's a little too early para malaman natin kung sino talaga makakalamang dito. But for now, Villafuerte, second point. Finally, after having all going up table, may nahulog na rin para kay Cocoy Villafuerte. May nag-fall na. So anyway, that was his patented sargo. Talagang kaboom, no? Mamaya, mas maganda yan pag na-sentro niya, no? Sapul na sapul ang uno. And you know what I like, no? Kung akong tatanungin nyo, what I like about his break, though it may not be the most consistent na pumapasok yung side pocket ball, talaga naman it gives us a plot twist every now and then. Ibang-iba yung kalat. So once in a while, yan po yung gusto nating makita, no? Yung kakaiba. Cross back for a safety. Aba. Oh. That was masterful coming from Corteza. Dalubhasa sa pag-ayon ng mga bola. Well, a little too wide for Mr. Cocoy Villafuerte, and masarap sanang ubusin, kaya lang hindi ganun kadali. Okay, Levan is gonna go for the run out. He obviously can pocket that one ball. He does it nicely, but he understands that it looks like he kind of fell short of easy position on the two, going to the three. So, tatahakin pa ni Vann Corteza ang mga banda, no? At baka sakaling yung 8 matamaan, masagasaan. Nice control. Finds a way to avoid bumping the 8. Walang madali dito sa latag na to, no? Naku, muntik na. Well, he overran position. Once again, the 8 ball is coming into play, and not only that, the risk of scratching towards that side pocket, corner pocket, from where Cocoy Villafuerte is. So he better watch out. Now, if he were to draw that cue ball, hindi, no? So, tinampal pektos niya yun. Oh, and what a shot. He almost landed perfectly on the 6. But at least he's still in control here. Kayang-kaya pa rin naman pahulugin, and maybe he can just soft roll this. Hindi. Patatakbuhin niya and kill the cue ball off the top rail. Grabe. Naman, totoo lang, no? Mahihirap yung tirang yun. Kada mga tira nilang yun, kada pasok, it's as if I'd like to clap. Kung pwede lang. Vann Corteza has solved the rack. And after coming up with unforced errors that was in the last rack, eto na, no? Tinitibayan, dinidiin na ni Mr. Vann Corteza. Okay, here we go. This is to tie things up. The Slayer. Well, we were all surprised there. Vann Corteza, that was in rack number 3. A 10 ball that we never expected him to miss. So nangyayari din naman talaga, no? I mean, nobody's exempted from coming up with those kinds of mistakes. Siyempre, para sa stature niya, we just didn't expect it. Maring nagmalikmata lang siya. But definitely in terms of his judgment, I would never question that. Pero ito lang masasabi ko, no? Vann Corteza, di ba sumablay siya? Hindi ko pinipintasan, but that would be the shot that next time around, tataasan pa niya yung focus niya at pag-iingat niya. So, minsan kasi, and as I speak, no, ang galing, no? Coincidentally, kakasabi ko lang na tataasan niya yung focus niya. All of a sudden, he lost position. Well, he went for the kick shot. Naramdaman ko may asar siya dun, no? Well, once in a while, no, nahimik na lang po. I keep quiet because I don't want to be jinxing our players. Of course, every once in a while, I would like to build up the game of every player here. Idol kong mga ito, no, some of my favorite Filipino pool players playing right now. Okay, and here we go. It's a similar 10 ball as to which Vann Corteza took earlier. There you go. Now is 3-2. So yung mga ganong errors ni quick rack there coming from Mr. Vann Corteza. So after yung mga tapos na, wala na pong bawi doon. So Vann gonna break right now. Score is 3 apiece. Watch out, the 3, he won't make that. But he's kind of fortunate that he doesn't sell out the 1. Ayan. And special request coming from Demosthenes Pulpul. Ayan, so player uh, Plong Plong, no? Pinababati niya si Madam Loren Ganzon. Ayan, so owner of the Taguig Stallions. So if you're watching Ma'am Loren Ganzon, magandang gabi and hope you are enjoying. A push-out has been elected here by Mr. Cocoy Villafuerte and mahirap no makipagspadahan laban dito kay Mr. Vann Corteza kasi marami talagang alam gawin tong player natin na to. Well, ibinalik ni Vann Corteza and this time it looks like he knows something is coming up and instead of taking the shot, he would like to give it back. Ihintay niya yung susunod na tira, no? And probably he recognized the fact na mahihirapan si Mr. Cocoy Villafuerte na ma-safety yon. All of a sudden, matapos ang ilang mga errors coming from Vann, mukhang parang lalamang pa siya, no? 4-3. Muli no, binabati ko kayo. Magandang gabi. 7 o'clock, just 5 minutes after 7. And this is the semifinals live here at Pacman's Q Club. It's the EBR Yalin Sandball Open Championship with the first semi-final between Vann Corteza, the Slayer, and si Batman, Oliver Villafuerte. Obviously, they are champions in their own rights, but Vann Corteza having the edge when it comes to accolades and experience in certain winning moments. Sobrang veterano na nito ni Mr. Vann Corteza. Kanina lang, no? He was training 3-1 and he came up with really uncharacteristic errors. All of a sudden, he's like free-flowing and that's what we ought to see from Vann. Yun ang ini-expect natin from a player of this caliber. There you go. Another break and run out. So, paano ka ba naman hindi mai-impress? Mga interesado dyan, again, the Efren Bata Reyes Facebook page or the Pacman's Q Club Facebook page, pwede nyo po i-message yon. Of course, after a really good chance there, Vann Corteza, Sumargo had to go for that push out, leaving it pretty distant for Cocoy Villafuerte. And one of the very few times Vann Corteza would like to jump, eto na. Bihirang-bihira, no? I seldomly see Vann Corteza jump. Well, not because he can't, but because he doesn't need it. Minsan yung mga kick shots niya, sapat na eh. Well, he was going for that. And okay, so here we go. Open on the one ball, or is it? Well, he raised his hand in apology, Vann. So, ibig sabihin nito, wala yatang butas para sa uno. Safety first. Cocoy Villafuerte. Easy one-rail kick from Vann. Pero teka lang ito na naman. This might be the only time na makikita ko na si Vann Corteza parang gigil mag-jump cue. Wow! Ayan na nga, no? Hindi pala gigil. Tama lang. Aba, naiwasan pa, no? Napakagaling. And, well, ngayon lang yata napansin ni Mr. Corteza na ang sais Ay, wala palang butas gawa ng 8 na yan. That is blocking a path to the pocket. So, tingnan natin. I like the Vann Corteza's play. It's all too simple, but that's how you should be playing. Yan na. Wow. Siyempre nagpapasalamat tayo kay Vann Corteza, no? Matapos sumablay ng kay dali-daling G's. Ngayon, bumabawi si Mr. Vann Corteza, pinapakita sa atin kung bakit isa siya sa mga nakarating dito sa ating first semifinal match. May nahulog, dalawa pa, and okay, ayan, no, saving grace para kay Mr. Cocoy Villafuerte. That could be the 3 ball. So, otherwise, kung kumita yan, no, naging too easy for Vann Corteza to come up with a run out again. Ayan na, it's a bank shot. Di naman ako nagulat, no, because these kind of shots, alam ko bank pool champion din to eh. So, if he doesn't make it, he's gonna play it safe. Wow. Grabe. Although nagtaas siya ng kamay. Sorry daw. Ayan. Well, kanina guys, the score was 3-1. Oliver Villafuerte, the beneficiary of a number of misses or errors from Vann. All of a sudden, itong si Vann, no? Biglang inapakan na ang silinyador. From 3-1 down, it's now 7-3. It's going to be a jump shot once again for Mr. Villafuerte. Vann Corteza coming up safe there. Well, for now, this is the first semifinal. Villafuerte versus Vann Corteza. The second semifinal is going to be between Paulo Gallito and Brian Chua. Most probably names of the players that are not too well known, especially when it comes to the western area of the world. Pau Gallito and Brian Paco. So you better watch out for those guys. I would have to say Paulo Gallito has already made a name for himself. Made a name for himself sa ibang mga tournaments in Asia, but Brian Paco, kailangan yung abangan yun, no? Once again, we're back here. Ito na, no? Cocoy Villafuerte. After being sat down and outmatched in the last 6 racks, 7 racks, nagsisimula na siyang humabol, no? So at one point, the score was 3-1. All of a sudden, Vann Corteza won 6 in a row, making it 7-3. And right now, Oliver Villafuerte has already won 2 in a row and a chance to make it 3. Medyo okay na yan. Okay, he's left an angle. So it's just a matter of preference now if he draws back, hits one rail, or he wants to force the cue ball. Probably just one rail draw. So hatake na lang niya to. Just like that. There you go. So we have a great match on hand. Balikat, no? Balikatan. It's 7-6 in this race. Center table break. Ayan. So, wow. Check this out, Mr. Cocoy Digos. Ba talaga namang madaling umubos, no? Especially for them pag ganito ang kalat ng bola. 2 balls off the break. Easy opening shot on the 2. Pabor na pabor. Papunta sa 3. And probably the only issue on this rack is going to be from the 3 to the 4. He wants to get position for the 4. If he plans to use that small window between the reel and the 5, or play the 4 to the side. Tingnan natin. Well, he's slightly short of pace here, Oliver. Pero pwede na rin naman, no? It's just that he's gonna have to manage the angles using the rails. Iikot pa siya, no? And of course, the more real estate that you travel here, mas delikado. Syempre, mas malayo ang tatahakin ng pamato mo. Wow. What a recovery shot. Ayan, no? So, medyo nabawasan po ang ating mga audience dito. And you know why? Hindi dahil hindi interesante ang laban dito, no? Talagang maganda naman yung laban na to. It's a semifinal. Pero isa lang naman ang dahilan kung bakit lumilipat ang paningin ng tao eh. At alam niyo na rin yan. EBR, Efren Bata Reyes is playing dito sa kabilang mesa. Kaya naman, he's playing one pocket against Emmanuel Delgado. Grabe, no? When Efren plays, everyone watches, and hirap naman sabihin hindi niya deserve yun kasi talagang yun ang gusto makita ng tao. Magic. There you go. The score now is 7 apiece after 4. Heading on to another rack. So, syempre, no, Cocoy Villafuerte coming up big, winning. That was 4 in a row. Pero, did you see that safety played by Vann Corteza? Talaga naman, no? Ginamitan ng dunong. Well, talagang may kahigpitan ang ginagawa dito ni Mr. Vann Corteza. No surprise dun sa mga tirang ganun, no? He's a master of that. Well, there was this one rain game match back in the pandemic time when I was blessed to have watched and commentated sa laban ni Vann Corteza, Carlo Biado, and Dennis Orculio. And I tell you, grabe yung ipinakitang safety battles nitong mga players na to, especially Vann Corteza. Okay, so that is 5 straight wrecks coming from Oliver Villafuerte. Well, kanina lang, no? Well, to our audience here, sa mga viewers natin, call shots are in effect. So, Vann Corteza luckily made that 8 ball off that jump, 7 ball off that jump. Kaya lang, it wasn't in the pocket that he called. So, with that, Cocoy steals the rack. But now, after that break from Villafuerte, it's dry. And where the 2 is from this one, medyo tricky yan, ha? Medyo tricky pero nagawa ng paraan ni Mr. Vann Corteza. And of course, he was trying to bump the 8 from behind. But from this, it looks like he's gonna play a safety using the 8. Just like that. And for the information of our viewers, meron po tayong shot clock person. It's just that we weren't able here to show you the digital shot clock pasok sa live stream, no? So, but for your information, 40-second shot clock ang meron ng each player. For every rack, meron po silang 30-second extension. So that's ample time para sa mga players dito, no? 40 seconds, medyo may kahabaan din 'yon, no? And another extension once every rack for each player, thereby gives them ample time para makapag-isip. Great safety played there from Livan. Ito na nga, no? Uubos muli siya. So, Cocoy Villafuerte broke dry. Vann Corteza played the safety. Right now, he's poised to win this rack number 16. Well, siguro nga, no, Oliver Villafuerte after Vann Corteza failing to make that 9 ball, parang nahawa ng konti. No, may ganyan eh, hawa-hawa na yan. Well, kidding aside, two surprising plays coming from both players, pero ayun na nga, no? That's how it goes here. And si Efren Reyes yun, no? Enjoying the game. Tutuwa sila kay Efren eh, no? There you go. Vann Corteza wins that rack. 8 apiece now for both players. Okay, and a lot of world champions are here right now. Especially we have one of my favorite pro pool players sa Pilipinas, no? Mga idolo natin, especially back in the 90s, Mr. Francisco Bustamante. Ayan. A very cool guy, talaga naman, no? Kulitan lang. Ano eh, lakas makapag-joke. watching this match. Well, hindi na siya kasali, no? He didn't join. Wow, Vann Corteza. After that break, may pumasok and all of a sudden, once again, after a great shot there, the 2 is makeable here to the side. Ayan na po, no? So the 4 is gone. He's gonna draw back. Yun lang, no? When he drew back, kind of misjudged how that QO was supposed to run. He's now gonna jump. Ayan, so yung mga equipment na nasa mesa, hindi na po foul yan, no? There is some new rules na dati kasi pwede ka maglapag sa mesa, ngayon hindi ka pwede maglapag, ngayon pwede na yan. There you go, Vann. It's great to see that emotions are starting to show here sa mga players, no? Goes to show, tao pa rin, no? And just doesn't look like it, but Vann Corteza, pretty sure is a perfectionist, no? So ganun talaga pag Q artist ka, no? You're always going after what you wanted. Yun lang. Nanggigigil na po si Mr. Vann Corteza. Well, it's these moments, clutch moments, na makikita natin ang tapang ng tira ng isang player. Kung kailan patapos na at malapit na ang finish line heading on to the finals, dito natin makikita who has the composure and of course the determination and the fearless factor that brings you to the finish line. Okay, Mr. Corteza. Well, he's lucky enough. Sumablay dyan si Mr. Cocoy Villafuerte. Ayan, no? This is actually becoming a battle of wits. So, patigasan lang to, no? Well, obviously, kung sino ang pinaka mas determinado dito sa dalawang to, they've come up with their own share of errors. So talaga namang Hindi naman exempted. Kahit ang pinakamagagaling, nagkakamali pa rin. But at the end of the day, at the end of this match, malalaman natin kung sino ang tunay na matigas. Hindi nanigas ha. Matigas. Hindi bumibigay. Check the speed. Looks like it's perfect here for Mr. Corteza. And probably he would take the 5, push it forward, take the 6 to the corner, and maybe the 7 to the side. Or if he has this angle, ayan na nga, no? And draw back, play the 7 in the same pocket. So probably he's just disappointed or a little frustrated with the angle he's left himself. Medyo, ano, no? Medyo payat. Okay, he controls that. Kill shot, dead ball. Tutulak na lamang niya to. Just leave himself a shot on the 8 with an angle. There you go. So this is to lead by 2 points. Sado mo na talaga yung tinitira mo, no? So that's what's beautiful about this game. Nakikita mo yung naipapamalas nila, yung galing nila hindi lang no sa pagtira, pero pati sa mga expectations nila sa mesa. Ayan na po, no? So in this race to 11, somebody has already got in on the hill. That obviously is Mr. Vann Corteza. So kanina lang, no, he was trailing by 2 points, 3-1. He won 6 in a row, getting to 7-3. Then all of a sudden, si Cocoy Villafuerte winning 5 a row. And makakuha ng 8. And then ngayon naman, Vann Corteza 3 in a row, making it 4 pag nanalo siya dito. And he's gonna win this match and be the first finalist. I think he has landed perfect here on the 8. He can draw back. Baka mabump pa niya yung 10, no? No problem. 2 balls away to book himself a spot in the finals. And here we go. This is for the win.